Hello everyone, welcome back to Around the House in 80 Days. It is Monday the 16th of November, it's 1 o'clock and it's time for our kitchen capers. So let's get started with our warm up. You may be doing your toe tapping, but you're always remembering that lovely upright posture. A lovely long front, stomach held in, long spine, long neck, chin tucked a little bit. And then bringing in your arms when you can. This is just to get our circulation going again. And when you're practicing this on your own, you might have some music playing, which is going to help you keep it going for just that little bit longer now. You may be deciding you're doing marching instead. Again, bringing in your arms. And of course you may be sitting, in which case you're still maintaining that beautiful posture. No matter which of the moves you're choosing to do. See, we've got Rudy Cat joining us again today. I'm just waiting on his paw. There it is, he's hooked me in. Oh, Rudy Cat, you're such a naughty little fellow. There you go, there we go. I'll just move over here to save myself getting hooked in again. So we're just going to keep this going for a little while longer. Gradually building up just that little bit more stamina really for these small movements. And when you're ready, just bring it down and come into your lovely stable position where you're feeling beautifully anchored, wonderfully tall, and you're breathing easy. So our first move this lunchtime is going to be some shoulder circles, and we're going to combine that also with some ankle rotations, but we'll do the shoulder circles first. So remember, you start with your hands loosely by your side. It's the exact same if you are sitting. You just raise your shoulders up, back, squeeze between your shoulder blades, down and round. And I'd like for you to try, I think it's 5 of these we're going to go for today. Nope, I'm letting you off too easily again. We're going to go for 8. So once again, if you're sitting, I'm just waiting for Rudy to interact here. There you go. Up, back, squeeze, down and round. Up, back, squeeze, down and round. I hope you're keeping count because I've already lost count. And remember what we always say, you work within your own capacity. So although I'm suggesting you manage 8 of these, it might be that you manage fewer, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. The quality is more important than the quantity. So I'd like for you to be trying for these lovely smooth shoulder circles or shoulder rolls. And if you can manage that, you'll be doing really, really well. And while I'm sitting, I'm going to just begin on our ankle rotations. So I've just lifted one foot up. I'm lifting it quite high so that you can see it on camera. But you might have it down below so that it's less of a strain on the rest of your leg, because what you want to be doing, although you're still focusing on your posture, you do want to be just focusing on that gorgeous circular movement. So I'm moving my ankle out the way, then I'm going to swap over and do the other side, moving it out the way. Again, trying for maybe 8 rotations, but just seeing what you can manage. And it's the same if you're standing, you just make sure you've got some support if you need it, lifting one foot up and circling. I've done that one quite quite a lot, so I'm just going to continue with my left one now. Just enjoy the range of movement and just notice if actually you've got a little bit more movement there than you had previously, just because you've been practicing it a little bit. And remember, strong ankles are so important for everything we do. If we have good balance, then we can start to think about doing all sorts of other things. Remember too that we've been rolling our ankles out the way, so now we want to do it in the way. Okay, so anti-clockwise, I suppose. Lovely. Oh, lovely, lovely. I'm going to join you sitting again. Still doing in the way rotations, because with this foot, of course, it's clockwise. There we go. Did you see Rudy there? He's getting cross with my feet. There. He's a hungry boy. Lovely. And come back into your lovely neutral position. Just readjust your posture again. This is about you feeling really good about yourselves just because you're moving a little bit more. So really take time to enjoy the fact that you're doing this. Now our next move is going to be our lovely spring clean move. Now remember, this is the Tai Chi move really, or an adaptation of it, where you take one foot forward, your back foot goes out 45 degrees, and you just have that lovely weight transfer between the front leg and the back leg, which just gets a little bit of mobility into your hips and your knees. But it's just such a kind of a soothing move to do this one. And of course, you're going to make sure you swap feet. And if you're sitting, it's the same move. Now I wonder if you can think of all the ways you might just practice this move, this transfer of balance really, when you're moving around your home. So we call this the spring clean move because we tend to associate it with swiping or wiping kitchen surfaces. Just get my anti-back on. Other brands are available. So here I am setting myself up, and I'm just going to do this move while I'm cleaning my kitchen surfaces. Now this might not be your natural thing to do, your natural move to do when you're wiping surfaces. Most of us just stand still when we're wiping surfaces and make our upper bodies work, our arms work. But the secret to these moves is to try to build them into your everyday kind of tasks and chores, because you're doing your body so much good by just increasing the range of movement by doing something a little bit different. And remember to change feet so that your range can change also. Maintaining that good posture where you can. Lovely. I wonder how many of you are starting to indeed feel a little bit stronger in your stomachs and your backs, just like I said you would, because you've just been giving a bit of focus to your posture. This is week 3, so you've had 2 weeks of focusing on your posture. Another 2 weeks to go. You're going to be so pleased with yourselves. Our final move today is going to be our heel raise. Now if you're sitting, front third of your chair, fabulous posture. You might want to use your chair to help you stay lovely and upright and balanced. You're coming up onto your toes and and you're lowering slowly. You might decide you're going to do 1 foot at a time, alternating. But whatever you decide, I'd like you to once again try for 8. So 8, heels up and down. That counts as 1. That counts as 2. Keep going if you're sitting. If you're standing, again, you might be needing support. And this is the one that I'm just so chuffed about, because when I come up onto my heels now, especially if I combine it with a lovely arm raise, there we go, I can actually touch my ceiling. This is just joy, because I feel like I'm finally getting the stretch I need. And come back down. And if I want to do it on the other side, I'm still going to do it with support, just till I make sure that I'm okay. Up my heels go, touching the ceiling, and coming back down. Now, most of us don't need to touch the ceiling. I've just done that for my own amusement. But what we do need to do is be able to reach up high. So in my case, I need to reach up to the height, the full height of my units, because that's where Rudy can normally be found. That's where I normally have to bring him down from. But if you're not as tall as me, you might also have to reach up high just to get into tall cupboards. Oh, I don't think that's going to be on camera for you. Let me see if I can find one that's on camera for you. So just reaching up high to get into that top shelf. Or you might decide that you need to reach up high because you want to actually do some good dusting up above, the top of your cooker hood, for example. And you want to see what you're doing, so you're reaching up. So keeping these ankles in fine fettle is going to help you do so much more. Very, very important one is that heel raise. And it's probably one of the easiest ones to incorporate into your day. Kettle, watching out the window, chatting to Rudy Cat, who's looking at me longingly. Just a nice, easy move to do. And I'm just changing direction as I'm doing it, just to build in a little bit more interest for myself. There you go. Okay folks, back to your lovely cool down now. Marching, toe tapping. And maybe actually you want to put something else in there. You might want to put in your lovely hip movements that you've been doing with Jenny as part of your cool down. Or your lovely chest openers as part of your cool down. These movement sessions are just short enough for us to get away with just doing a little of everything without needing to worry too much about the amount of time that we're spending doing it. So just ease yourself out. There's me using my ankle rotations to just ease myself out as well on my cool down. I'm going to come back to my tapping, and I'm just going to remind you folks that we will be starting our health and wellbeing telephone friendship circles in December and January. And if you're interested and would like to register for one of those, then please call our switchboard number 0333 323 2400. 0333 323 2400. And we look forward to seeing your names appearing on the list, and we'll be in touch with more information. I'll be reminding you of this again over the next 2 weeks. And that's it for Kitchen Capers today, folks. Take care We'll see you later on this evening for Living Room Laughs with Jenny. Bye bye now.